Good morning. How are you doing? Melon Man here. Just waking myself up for the day. Just rising up my energy for the day. Just taking charge of my frequency, my vibration. Just taking charge of the energy that I'm putting out there. Because I get what I give. It's only the law. I'm just getting in alignment with the law. I only work in alignment with the laws. I like to stay in a natural balance with what's natural and balanced. Our universe is natural and balanced. I say, don't try to fight with or mess with anything in the universe. Always work to come into harmony with the universe. Try to come into balance with the universe. This is my recommendation. I try to encourage all of my customers, all of my clients that want to lose weight, that want to get into shape, that want to be fit, healthy, and well. If you want to fix your relationships, beginning with your relationship with yourself, if you want to love yourself, if you want to love your partner, if you want to love the others in your family, your friends, if you want to love the other people that you share life with, if you want to love your partner, love yourself more. Learn how to love yourself better. If you want to love your work more. If you want to love your nutrition more, learn how to love yourself better. If you want to manage your food better, if you want to eat better, exercise better, manage your self-care, your self-love. Learn how to love yourself and watch. You'll be better with your exercise, you'll be better with your nutrition, you'll be better with your relationships, you'll be better with your spending, your shopping, your future. You'll be better on the job, you'll be better with your partner, you'll be better with your children. Every single aspect of yourself will become better. Every single aspect of yourself will become better when you start to address yourself holistically. When you start to take care of your physical, mental, and emotional self, everything in your life is going to get better. Your health, your wealth, and your relationships. All of it will improve. I'm just addressing myself as I truly am. I truly am a frequency. I truly am a vibration. We all are. If we want to get more out of our lives, we just need to pick up our frequency and vibration. Each day we need to take responsibility
for our frequency and our vibration. That's our responsibility. I'm in charge of my health, my frequency, my vibration. I'm in charge of my love, my frequency, my vibration. That's my love, that's my health. That's what I put out. What I put out is what comes back to me. If I want to get something different coming back to me, I need to put something out that's different. I got to pick up my energy. I got to take charge for my energy. I got to begin my day taking charge of my energy. I want to excite myself to begin my day. So I want to begin my day with movements that excite and invigorate my body. Movements that bring energy into my body. Movements that expand me. Things that make me more than I was. More than I've been in the past. Because this is it. We have to take where we are. We have to accept things as they are. Do a full evaluation of everything. Look at everything. Evaluate. You don't like the way things are? Change them. Change yourself. Change the way you're thinking, speaking, and change the habits, the behaviors, the things that you're doing. If you want to get something different, change. Get up and change the channel. Change your frequency. Change your vibration. Does it make sense? Every single one of us has the power to change our reality. We change our reality with our thoughts, our words, and our actions. If we want to get something different, we just got to give something different. If you want to get in shape, if you want to be happy, healthy, and well, you're going to have to move your body more often than not. You got to get your body moving. I say begin your day in the very best way. I say get up and get moving. Get up and get started, with some walking, with some moving, some yoga, some exercise first thing in the morning. Turn on a video if you're up early, or join in for one of my early morning workouts. I'm starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Right? Jump into an early morning workout or do a workout video, or just go for a walk first thing in the morning, or just get up and stretch. Here I am, just doing some static holds. Just getting into a position and holding that position. Just breathing in that position. Just getting into the position and breathing in that position. Getting in there for 3 or 4 or 5 breaths. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You just get into the position. I'm lengthening out my hips. I'm strengthening my hip flexors. I'm lengthening out my body, and I'm breathing. So the intention is to lengthen out the body. I'm thinking about it. I'm speaking about it. I'm putting it out there. And then I'm getting into the position, and I'm actually taking action. I'm breathing. Here I am, taking action. I'm lengthening out my hip flexors, and I'm breathing. And it's as simple as that. Right? Seeing myself do it. Observing it. Actually being present. Here I am, getting up in the morning, beginning my day in the very best way. So I'm thinking about it. I'm speaking about it. I'm putting it into my agenda. I'm going to do a workout in the morning. It's in my agenda. It's in my schedule. I've scheduled it. Right? If you can't schedule 30 minutes for yourself, then you're doing something wrong. Seriously, if you can't get 30 minutes for yourself first thing in the morning and at the end of the day, then you're doing something wrong. Then you're going to have to do it in the middle of the day then. You got to do it. You got to find 30 minutes during your day that you can sit and be with yourself and give love and care to yourself. It's not rocket science. You just need to take care to give time to yourself. Time to think about yourself, speak about yourself, and take some physical actions like some flexibility, some stretching and strengthening of your body. Taking some time to give some love and care to your body, stretching and strengthening my body, getting myself down into a static position, a static hold, getting myself in the position, holding myself in the position, and just breathing while I'm in the position. As simple as that. Just getting into that position and breathing while I'm there. Thinking while I'm there. Thinking about being healthy. Thinking about being wealthy. Thinking about being in love. Thinking about being in love with my wife. Right? If I have a goal to be in love, head over heels in love with my wife. It's my goal. I'm putting that out there. Making myself accountable to you right here, right now. It's a goal for me to love my wife. Really, really love her completely. So, I'm not talking to you about how it is. I'm talking to you about my goal, what I want to create. This is the thing. People get stuck in talking about things as they are right now. They get together with their friends, and then they talk about their husbands or their wives, and they talk about things, that are going on. Maybe they talk about things as they are. They're upset with their husband or their wife or their child or their friend or their mother or their father or their sibling or their brother or their boss or their person they work with. And they get, they're just in a negative feeling about them, and then they're sharing that negative feeling. So they're putting that out there. So you can get stuck in the negative feelings, blaming the other person for what they're thinking, saying, or doing. And this doesn't change anything, because we just end up getting more negative feelings by talking about the negative feelings, thinking about the negative feelings, not understanding what the negative feelings. We're not getting any answers this way. This is not a solution. Staying in the negative, staying in the low frequency energy, the low frequency, the shadow energy, the dark energy, the anger, the frustration, the sorrow, the sadness. This low frequency energy, this energy separates us. As long as we continue to stay in the low frequency energy, we're going to continue to separate ourselves from our goals, separate ourselves from our lives, separate ourselves from joy and happiness, separating ourselves from our higher frequency, right? As long as you stay in the low frequency stuff, thinking and speaking about what happened, thinking and speaking about what somebody did, not forgiving the person. It's not forgiving the person, it's not forgiving yourself. We have to have forgiveness for self, we have to have forgiveness for others. This is where we have to, forgive ourselves and others. First thing in the morning, it's the beginning of the day. We need to come to the energy of forgiveness. And sometimes we may not be ready to forgive ourselves or others yet, and that's okay too. We need to work through and find forgiveness. We need to find it. We need to find forgiveness for ourselves and for others. So if we're not ready yet, that's okay. Eventually we need to find forgiveness, because until we forgive, we're still holding on to the low frequency energy, the low vibration energy. It's holding us back. As long as we're holding on to the pain, the sorrow, we haven't forgiven ourselves or the other people. As long as we're holding on to the pain, we haven't forgiven yet, we're still holding on to the negative energy. It's holding us back. As long as we continue to hold ourselves back, then we're continuing to hold ourselves in sickness, illness, or low frequency, right? Overcoming the low frequency means forgiving the self and forgiving all others and letting go of the low frequency. This is what natural healing is all about. Natural healing is really an emotional rise, a rise in the frequency, a rise in your vibration. It happens by changing your mind. It happens by changing the way you think. about the circumstance or the situation. It doesn't usually happen in the situation. In the situation, you may feel the negative emotion. You may get angry. You may get frustrated. All normal stuff. We get frustrated in the moment. We get sad. We get angry in the moment. All normal stuff. But later on, with time, we can heal. We can forgive. We can let go of the thoughts we were thinking. I mean, no one intended to hurt you. They weren't intending to hurt you. They were intending to serve themselves. So they may or may not have been trying to hurt you, right? We need to change our mind to recognize that a lot of the time things happen to us. They weren't intentional. They happened to us by accident, right? And we need to forgive sometimes. Often we need to forgive. Forgive ourselves and forgive others. This is a part of the healing process. This is a part of natural healing. Rising up the frequency and vibration of low frequency energy. We have to rise up the frequency and the vibration of our energy. That's what natural health is. It's expanding ourselves. It's rising our frequency or our vibration. That happens by thinking thoughts that are of higher frequency or vibration. So if you have a trauma, something's happened, you've had something bad happen, it's to forgive it. We have to learn how to forgive it. We have to learn how to let it go. Right? It's not easy, and you may or may not be ready to do it, but when you're ready, this is how the body heals, is by forgiving, letting go of it, going into the darkness, thinking about the negative thing, thinking about what happened. I went bankrupt in my life, thinking about the bankruptcy, thinking about the negative feelings, the embarrassment, the shame, thinking about the frustration, the anger, the sadness, thinking about those feelings that I felt, and then, coming into those ideas, sitting with them, and forgiving myself and saying, you know what, it's okay, it happened, I learned this and this and this from it, you know what, I needed that to learn this and this and this. See the value. Find the value in what happened. Rather than staying with the anger that this happened to me, it's to get past the anger, the frustration, get past the negative feelings, and come to what I learned, how I grew, what it meant for me, how I learned, how I grew, how I learned how to forgive myself, how I learned how to love myself, how I learned how to forgive others. All of that time it takes to come to the point of forgiveness, that's how long it's going to take for me to live with the low frequency energy until I can process it and come to the point that I'm no longer holding low frequency energy regarding it any longer. So I'm the one that has to overcome my anger and frustration that's related to my bankruptcy. I have to forgive myself and forgive all others. I have to look at the situation, assess it, understand why it happened, look under all the rocks, turn over all the rocks, understand it all completely, and then decide, okay, I see why it happened. I see what I learned from it. I learned what I'm not going to do next time. And then make a plan about what I want to do. Like I want to create something different. So I got to forgive myself and then think about the new thing that I want to create and how that's going to happen. So that takes time. Nobody can make somebody be ready to heal themselves. Natural healing comes in time. It happens over time. Like, we have to sit with the negative feelings. We have to sit with the negative emotions, the thing that happened, the divorce, or the bankruptcy, or the loss of job, or the loss of life, or loss of relationship. Like, I'm not trying to say that, whatever happened to anyone isn't bad. Like, just because I'm saying you have to let go of it doesn't mean it's not bad. You may or may not be ready. You may or may not be ready to let go of something. You may or may not be ready to heal. You may or may not be ready to move to the next aspect of your life. You may or may not be ready to be happy again. Nobody can make that decision for you. That's a decision you need to make for yourself. When you are ready. When you are ready, you can choose that I want to be happy, healthy, and well again. And I'm going to take charge of that. That can happen for anyone when they are ready. I can't make you be ready. When you are ready, you can choose to decide to get back to your very best. And you can be happy, healthy, and well. And you can fix your relationship with self, your relationship with money, your relationship with food, your relationship with coffee or alcohol or drugs or people. You can fix anything you want. Anything that you want. And it fixes all the same way. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. Just address it that way and you can correct it. We can correct it. We can work on it together. The two of us together can work on whatever goal you have. Weight loss, health, wealth, relationship, whatever it is, we can work on it. So I've stretched my body out with some static holds now. Now I'm ready for some dynamic movements, some stuff that's, not holding now, not holding a position, but like moving, getting a little more active, a little more mobile. So I'm kicking out, right? I'm picking up my frequency by moving more oxygen through my body. With dynamic movements, I start raising up my heart rate, right? As I raise up my heart rate, I start pumping more fluids around my body. I start pumping more blood around my body. My blood starts picking up oxygen and moving oxygen around my body. Oxygen invigorates, alkalizes, and invigorates my body and my life. Oxygen is a very special molecule, and I'm filling my body with it. I'm filling my body with this ion, this negative charge. Oxygen carries a negative charge, an extra electron, which makes it an active molecule, a very active, healing, energizing molecule. It brings electrons into the body. Electrons invigorate. They pick up the energy. So here I am, picking up the energy, front kicks and back kicks. Front kicks and back kicks to pick up the energy. Waking my body up with dynamic movements, physical movements. They stimulate my body to breathe. The body's breathing. Nice deep breaths. I'm centering myself in my movement, in my balance, in my breathing. I'm coming into my power. I'm powering myself up for the day. I'm taking charge of my health. I'm deciding, I'm committing. I'm going to love myself fully. I'm going to be healthy and well. I am healthy and well. I am health. I am wellness. I am love. I am abundance. I am worthy. I am worthy of health. I am worthy of abundance.
I am valuable. I am enough. I am the power. I am the creator of my reality. No one's going to create my reality for me. There's no freebies. No one's going to get me in shape. I'm the only one that can get me in shape. I'm the one that's got to get up and get myself into shape. I'm the one that's got to get up each day and make sure I get into shape. More often than not, I got to exercise. I'm the one that's got to do that. I'm the one that's got to put that into my schedule. I'm the one that's got to make the time to be there. Right? Nobody can make anybody else do the workouts. Nobody else can make you do the workouts. You have to show up for your workouts. You have to show up. You can do the mind work. Nobody else can make you be in the right mental space. Right? Only you can make sure that you're in the right mental space daily. It's your predominant thoughts that create your reality. Your predominant thoughts. You are the only one that can manage your predominant thoughts. You're the only one that can manage what it is you're thinking about. Your thoughts manage your frequency. You are in charge of your frequency and your vibration. Your thoughts and your words manage your thoughts and words manage your frequency and your vibration. You can change your frequency and vibration by changing your thoughts and your words. You can change the foods that you eat. You can change the foods that you buy at the supermarket, the foods you have inside of your house. You can change the foods that you have inside of your house. You can practice different things. You can shop at different places. You can speak to different people. You can listen to different information daily. You can listen to my messages each day. Get up each day. You can watch my video messages. You can listen to different information. You can listen to different people. You don't always have to listen to the same people. You don't have to listen to your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. They can be speaking to you, but you don't have to listen. Your boss, whoever's over top of you or around you, they can be saying things to you, but you don't have to listen. They can be speaking to you, but you don't have to respond. Or you can just say yes and even think no. You don't have to be controlled by what's around you. It's your choice to be controlled by what's going on around you. It's your choice to decide if you want to react to what's going on around you or not. It's your choice. Every single one of us is free to choose. Right? Every single one of us is free to create as we choose. Our physical movements, we can choose to move. We can choose to breathe. We can choose to think about different things than we're currently thinking about. That's our choice. That's how we change our frequency. That's how we change our energy. That's how we change our outcomes. That's how we change our circumstances. That's how we change our lives, by thinking about different things than what's going on around us. There may be something in front of us that upsets us, but we are not going to be responding or reacting to what's in front of us. We'll be thinking about what it is we're creating, where we're going, right? You can get caught up in what's wrong, the problem. We get stuck thinking about the problem, talking about the problem. That just brings down the frequency, the vibration. We can get stuck thinking about the problems. If we get stuck thinking about the low frequency energy, we get into a low frequency energy, we get into a low vibration. That separates. That brings us away from our goal. As we think and speak about the low frequency stuff, we lower our frequency. As we lower our frequency, we move away from our goal. It separates us from our relationships. It separates us from our health and our wealth. Low frequency stuff separates. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get more of the same stuff. If you keep thinking and speaking about sadness and sorrow and the problem, you're going to get more of it. So there's nothing wrong with thinking about it if you like. You're just going to get more of it. And you know, that's the thing. When you're ready, you're going to decide to take responsibility and put it away. Like, you may or may not be ready to put it away. No one can make you be ready to put it away. At some point, every individual has to make that decision for themselves, that I'm ready now to take responsibility for what's turning up in my life. Like, if I want to get something different, I'm going to have to give something different to my life, right? I'm responsible. I'm the creator. So at some point, I got to stop creating what I don't want, right? I got to start creating what I do want, right? I got to take responsibility. I am the creator. If I want to create something different, I got to take the physical, mental, and emotional actions that's going to create something different. I got to change my frequency. No one's going to change the channel for me. I got to change the channel for myself. I got to get up and change the frequency. I'm the one that's got to change the channel. I got to change the way that I think, speak, and feel about that. The way that I feel is a result of the things that I think, say, and do. If I want to feel different about that, I'm going to have to think, say, and do different things before I'm going to start feeling a different way. Feelings are a result of the things that I'm thinking, saying, and doing. If I want to feel different, I'm going to have to engage in some different thinking, some different actions. I got to take different physical actions, movements, nutritional actions. I got to take different actions, physical actions, movements. I got to engage in different behaviors of nutrition and movement if I want to change my frequency, if I want to change my vibration, if I want to change the circumstances that are happening to me, then I've got to change my frequency and vibration. I've got to change the way that I think, the way that I move, and the actions, the habits, the behaviors, the actions of thought, the things that I think about, the things that I imagine in my mind. Imagination is active thought. Your actions, your imaginations are your action. You got to imagine health. You got to imagine wealth into your reality. It's not going to happen until you first imagine it into your reality. You've got to begin your day in the very best way. You've got to begin your day thinking about what it is that you love. Thinking about the things that you love. Growing the thing that you want to in your life. Growing your passion. Growing your dream in your mind, in your mind's eye. It begins in your mind's eye, in your imagination. This is where we grow our dreams. This is where we grow our arm muscles. This is where we grow tone and tightness in our body. This is where we grow shape. This is where we grow health and wealth. This is where we grow a strong, healthy, loving relationship with ourselves and with others. We do it in our mind. It begins in the mind's eye. Toning up the triceps, toning up your relationship, toning up your bank account is all done the same way. It all begins in your mind by thinking about it, by beginning your day with that energy, with that frequency, with that vibration, by coming to that energy first thing in the day and holding that energy throughout your day. This is the way that you create the body, the life
the relationship, the love of your dreams. Either you create the reality that you dream about, or you create the reality you're most afraid of. It's your choice, humans. Wake up and realize you are the creators. Coach John, just getting myself into the right energy for today. Just reaching out to all of you and saying hi and making myself accountable to all of you, showing you what you need to do, demonstrating it, modeling it myself. Kids do what we do and not what we say. We need to model the right things for our children and for everybody else on the planet. When one sharpens their saw, it gives permission for another to sharpen their saw. Get going. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific